Have you ever thought about the fact that many believe that in order to stay healthy as we age, we need to move as much as possible, be active, and never stop? But what if I told you that this is not entirely true, that your well-being is not determined by the number of steps you take or the speed of your activity? What if something else is more important for you? If you have reached 70, 80, or more years, it may be time to reconsider your approach to life. Today, I will share 5 simple yet deeply meaningful pieces of advice from Buddhist teachings that can improve your life right now. We will discuss what is truly important for your health and peace of mind. In the modern world, we are used to hearing, "Be active, don't give up, fight against aging." But what if this is not always the right path? What if slowing down, being mindful, and learning to live in harmony can bring more joy than endless hustle? Be sure to watch this video until the end, because the 5th piece of advice I will share with you is exactly what you need to hear. Have you ever felt that life has passed you by, leaving only memories of the rush? Recently, I spent a day at my grandmother's house. She is quite old now, and although her body has weakened, her spirit is full of wisdom. She sat in a chair by the window with a cup of tea, lovingly gazing at the blooming trees in the garden. I sat down next to her and asked, "Grandma, what do you feel when you look at this?" She smiled, and her eyes sparkled with warmth. "You know, when I was younger, I thought life was a race. I tried to do everything: work, family, household chores. But now I understand that the happiest moments were when I stopped, simply sat, watched, listened, and loved. All good things happen when you stop rushing." She shared her wisdom with me, which has forever remained in my heart. These were simple yet profound pieces of advice that helped her live happily in her years. Today, I will tell you about 5 rules that she passed on to me. These rules, inspired by Buddhist teachings, can bring joy and tranquility to your life. Pay special attention to the 5th one. It is the key to harmony that will help you find inner peace. But first, I want to ask, do you feel that sometimes life is moving too fast, and you are expending energy on things that do not bring happiness? If so, you are not alone. Now let's figure out what this is. The first rule from my grandmother is slowing down. She said that by slowing down, you begin to notice what you miss in the rush. Try for a moment to imagine that you have nowhere to hurry. In the morning, you can start not by immediately turning on your phone and diving into daily chores, but by sitting by the window with a cup of tea, inhaling its aroma and looking at the sky. Just be in that moment. Buddhism suggests that by slowing our pace, we become more aware, notice the beauty around us, hear the sounds of nature, see the smiles of our loved ones, and listen to our thoughts. The world becomes deeper when we experience it slowly. The second rule is to find joy in simple things. My grandmother revealed her secret to me. Sometimes she just sits in the garden and watches the light play on the leaves and listens to the birds sing. This brings her more happiness than she could have imagined. You can start small. Find 3 things that bring you joy each day. It could be the warmth of a sunbeam on your face, the taste of a freshly prepared meal, or a conversation with someone important to you. Write down these moments so that in difficult times, you can remember that happiness is always nearby. Buddhism teaches that happiness does not need to be sought. It is already here, in every moment. Just notice it. The third piece of advice is to learn to let go. My grandmother said, "I realized that carrying old grudges or regrets is like carrying a heavy suitcase that you no longer need. Let it go, and you will feel lightness. Ask yourself what is holding you back in the past. What thoughts or emotions drain your energy? Perhaps it is fear of the future, regret about the past, or even unmet expectations. Buddhism teaches that letting go is an act of liberation. Allow yourself to be at peace with what is, and you will feel the tension disappear. The fourth piece of advice is gratitude. Every evening, as the day comes to a close, think of 3 things you are grateful for. It can be anything: a delicious meal, the support of a friend, or the comfort of your home. My grandmother used to say, "When I express gratitude for what I have, I feel my soul fill with warmth." The practice of gratitude helps us see life as it is, full and vibrant and beautiful. Even in difficult moments, gratitude can restore joy and peace. The fifth and most important piece of advice is to find time for inner silence. My grandmother shared that silence is not emptiness. It is a moment when you hear yourself. Try to dedicate a few minutes each morning or evening to meditation. It is not difficult. Sit in a comfortable place, close your eyes, and simply breathe. Feel the air fill your lungs and then slowly leave. In that moment, connect with yourself. Buddhist teachings say that true peace comes from within. When you are in that silence, you stop being dependent on the outside world. You begin to realize that happiness is already inside you. We live in a world where haste has become the norm. From childhood, we are taught that success comes to those who do a lot and never stop. But think about it. Does constant activity truly make you happier? As we age, our bodies require more rest, yet our minds still crave the previous pace. Instead of enjoying this stage of life, many feel guilty for a lack of activity. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to find happiness not in haste, but in living at a pace that suits 70 or 80 years. It is time to slow down and discover a new way to live each day. These 5 principles can radically change your approach to life. They teach us to slow down, to find joy, to let go, to express gratitude, and to find peace within ourselves. If you want to understand more deeply how to apply these tips in your life, I invite you to join me on my channel. There, I share unique exercises, techniques, and inspiring stories that will help you achieve harmony and happiness. Your age is not a time for limitations. It is a time to learn how to truly live. Thank you for being with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Music